Or what do we think it is?
Maybe it's just because they practice more WP with Kurum, because Kurum is a fairly new paladin for their team.
Yeah,
With
he's
Mekon
definitely
before.
new.
Maybe that's why. Because I think that as Prothonic, they would have a really good chance of winning this.
Yeah. All right. Well, Gleen is going to get feared there. He's going to come out and try to get some damage rolling onto Kerm. It looks like. I mean, Kosticka is cloned there. Vertex is feared. We have some damage coming out, but not really much coming out on either side just yet.
Yeah, you're right. And Kerm is just gonna try to find the same pillar as Vertex, but Vertex is actually getting trained by that Hunter, but it doesn't seem like any damage should come. Oh, the pet did actually already die. That's my bad. I didn't even see this. The first pet of Vertex is already down, I guess. You had to fell them, so if the second pet dies, then it's gonna they're gonna be in so much trouble.
Yeah, they definitely are. I'm going to try to keep an eye on that. We don't have frames for the pets, unfortunately, but we will try to watch them. And we can see that this one pet is taking a lot of damage out in the middle of the map from the other team. And this Warlock might actually just die. He's at 10% HP. His pet's about to die as well, and he's going to have to Feldom before his pet even went down. So he's still in a lot of trouble. Gleen is at half HP. This Warlock's at about half HP as well. Gleen gonna have to trinket there. So all three members from this HLD have trinketed. They're all taking a ton of damage, and this pressure from this Proc team is absolutely just insane right now.
Yeah, definitely is. And oh my god, my UI is bugging out so bad. Yeah, okay, so Vertex is in the scatter. It actually gets yeah, they actually break the scatter with that Shadow Fury, and my body is ready. He's taking so much damage right now from Kosticka and those dots. It doesn't even have a full line of dots up. Here's Kosticka's damage on Cloth right now. It's so high.
And his pet is really low, man. His second pet, I think, might just die here. It's getting absolutely owned right now. It's at about 5k HP. It does catch some life looms, but it might not be enough. A Soul Drain coming in on it. Will they be able to finish it off? It looks like it will. Oh my god, 300 HP, it lives. And now the other team's pet, Vertex's pet, is very low as well. So both teams just trying to finish off these second pets. His pet is about 3k HP as well. Needs to catch some skills from Kurum. Does get Secret Shield. He actually has to bop the pet to keep it alive. Hopefully that doesn't come back to backfire, but I mean, they need that pet alive, so it's understandable. He is going to get full dots up on My Body is Ready, and he is in a lot of trouble. He might just go down here at 30% HP. Netherrex is going to be caught into that full fear, and I think that this Warlock might just fall. He's just in so much trouble. Netherrex does finally get out of that fear with a Devour, but I'm not sure if it's going to be enough, and Vertex actually is going to get trapped, but he will be able to get dispelled out of that.
Yeah, Gleen's solo as well. If Kosticka's managed to swap onto Gleen right now, they might actually get a kill there, but Netherrex doing a very good job actually hodding Gleen as well, so Netherrex actually keeping those hods up, not fucking up with that, and Bubba's really taking so much damage throughout this entire game, and Kosticka's doing such a good job just keeping that constant pressure up, even though there's no mess.
Yeah, he definitely is. I mean, Kurum's fine on mana, but we've seen that it doesn't always matter. There's a Hodge onto that Warlock on his Fear, just trying to stop that. You know, this Warlock is still quite low, but Vertex is unable to get dots on him for the longest time, man. It's just this Prot where he's souling him. He's down to 30% HP. He's trying to get some damage out on him. He does pour it in there, gets a Fear off onto Gleen, but he hasn't really had dots up for a long time. He does get the dots up now, and I feel like he's just trying to chase this Warlock too much, man. He should just be dotting everyone. Like, Vertex just needs to spread the pressure. He doesn't need to get damage on the one person, you know?
Yeah, I definitely agree. I mean, they could go for anyone here. I mean, a full line of dots on a Druid with a Prot Warrior on his side, I mean, he might just die or you know, force a major cooldown right away. So, Vertex should just definitely stand in the middle and just spam dots on everything.
Yeah, you know, I never like seeing people chase too much. I'd rather just see them just kind of get dots everywhere, and he is doing that now. He's going to get dots up onto Gleen and Netherrex. There's a Fear onto that Warlock. He's going to get dots up on him probably pretty quickly here as well. So this is a good job from then. He's now going to be dotting up the pet and everything. He's just getting a lot of pressure out right now. And this Warlock is pushed into a pretty awkward spot. He's silenced. He has Han up on him and everything. So this could be pretty bad. Netherrex is at about 7k mana. Kurum is ahead on that mana right now, but Innervate still has 2 minutes remaining on that cooldown.
Yeah,
Feldom has to use this again.
Yeah, Feldom has been used indeed, and Gleen is getting spammed for actually being immune to Fears right now. So he's at 3 Fears right there and not being able to get devoured. And I'm pretty sure it was just an unlucky Devour getting corruption or whatever. And Netherrex having to shrink of that.
Yeah, he got Fear and he had to shrink it. Yeah, so that's, I mean, that is pretty big. And Gleen and his Warlock are both, you know, in a lot of trouble here. We see full dots up on Gleen, and Gleen is split completely from Netherrex. So this is a pretty awkward situation from them. We see that Shadow Fury does come out, and Netherrex is trying to spam out as many heals as he can, but he's really hurting on mana, and he's having trouble keeping up with this pressure because Vertex has been doing quite a good job. Kosticka as well, just always in their face, shutting down so much of the damage.
Yeah, one of the difference we can see from Kosticka and you know less experienced warriors. Obviously, Kosticka's prop, but he doesn't actually miss the shield bashes. Like the shield bashes actually stick on the target, and it reduces so much damage. The 6-second lock and the warlock is just gonna stop so much damage coming up.
Yeah, no kidding. Both these pets are actually about half HP. There's a charge over on the Nether for the Conch Bull. He does land it. I'm not sure whose pet's going to go down. There's actually an intervene defensively on a pet from Kosticka, trying to keep it alive, doing everything he can. Shockwave goes down on to the opposing team's pet. As he did have to Feldom, so I mean, if they can kill the pet of My Body is Ready here, they will be in a great position. Kosticka, though, getting bursted pretty hard here. He's down about 30%. He's going to get coiled. Will he go down? AoE sacrifice used there by Kurum. It will be enough to keep him alive, I think. Netherx is pretty much tapped on mana at this point, but Innervate is almost back up, so I think he's going to be just fine.
Yeah, you can see Kurum actually dropped to 68% health from AoE sacking, so that was definitely a very good sack, stopping so much damage. And he's managed to keep Kosticka alive right there.
There's a full trap onto Kurums, though, so can they get anything done with this? It doesn't look like it. As the Warlock up from the other team is the one really taking a lot of pressure, and there's a charge and a Conch Blow on Netherx. Looks like it's stuck full, so if he can catch back up to this Warlock, he can possibly kill him. A nice Shadow Flame does come in, though, and that's going to force Kosticka to think twice and swap over back to the pet, but the pet is very low. He's actually going to Conch Blow the pet, and it looks like he might be able to kill it. He does kill it, and there's no Feldom available here, so if they can stop this pet from being resummoned, that would be big. But I guess he was recasting during that time, so
yeah, My Body Ready just went back behind the pillar and started casting a new pet right away, which is a very good move. I think that's definitely what you should do if your pet's getting focused that hard. So very good job by My Body Ready.
Now, it looks like another swap over on Netherx for that Conch Blow. They're going to be putting the damage into the Warlock pretty much the whole time. They're actually going to kill this pet again, I think. And, oh my god, it's so low. He does get scattered, and that's the only thing that kept that pet alive. And that would have been huge because he still didn't have Feldom. So, Kosticka really just getting so much pressure going, though. You know, the one thing I'm worried about it for Kurum is just mana, because he has been, steadily going down, and he doesn't have some massive mana return cooldown like Innervate. So when he gets tapped, he is actually just going to be tapped.
Yeah, with 15 seconds left of play, he's actually in some amount of trouble, and you can't really pop play whenever you want, but he's just gonna try Drinker now, and I think Kosticka is gonna maybe let him do that. Actually, he's gonna lock down so much damage from Gleen right now. He's trying to lose this damage, and there's a shadow for you. Kosticka's gonna take so much damage into a pin right now, stopping him from move, having to wall. So maybe that drink wasn't as worth it. We'll see if they manage to capitalize on this wall being used here.
Yeah, we'll have to see what they can do, as you said. I mean, the wall does now expire. He's going to get topped back up. There's an intercept over onto that Warlock. Going to just be hitting this pet, looks like, for now. And Netherx had some dots up on him. I really want to see Vertex just continue to spread the damage, though, because he's really not being targeted. He really should be able to get a ton of damage out. I mean, just dot everything. Dot both pets. Dot the Druid. Dot the Warlock. Just dot anything you can and just keep the pressure rolling, because that's how you're going to get the kill. This Warlock, My Body Ready, though, down to 20% HP, taking so much damage. 19% HP, 10% HP. Wow, a huge crit NS from 10% to full. Netherx is 0 mana right now, though. Literally 18 mana. And if they can keep him low mana, they just need to keep the pressure going, and I think they can get a kill. He's going for a drink, though, and are they paying attention, man? They need to stop that. And they're not noticing.
There's still a minute left of Innervate, so they should not let Netherx drink here. That's definitely very important. And there's a call coming out to Kosticka, and I'm not sure. That might have been... Okay, so Gleen actually got Tyrants, and there was a call, so two pretty major cooldowns coming out right there at the same time. But
yeah, and while he was drinking, they also forced the Feldon, but Netherx should just die. He's getting mana drained again. He's at 30% HP. He's going to get silenced. He has to pop the Hellstone. He's taking so much damage from Kosticka, but it looks like they want to swap back over to Gleen as he hots himself back up, and Gleen's still at about 60%.
Yeah, they did actually kill the Hunter Pet, which I missed earlier, but the Hunter Pet's laying there dead, so that's a pretty big deal. Kosticka taking a lot of damage, having to intervene away, so he should be fine now. And I was just going to say earlier that I think Vertex should get dots up on the target Kosticka's on right now, and maybe just drain Netherx right now because of the mana state it's in. But seems like he doesn't really get dots up on anything. I mean, he does have dots on Gleen, but Kosticka doesn't seem to be able to connect on Gleen right now.
Yeah, well, there's the Innervate once again popped here by Netherx. Gleen's in a lot of trouble, though. He's disarmed. He's at 30% HP. Cannot deterrence. And the Warlock is dipping a little bit as well. Kurum got a massive drink back to full mana, so they're at a great spot. But, will mana even matter? There's only a minute and 45 seconds left on the game. You'll see health funnels coming out from this Warlock. Soul Drain was coming in. Shadow Fury now used onto Kosticka. They're trying to get the damage going on him once again. And he is dipping pretty hard. We can see Vertex is trying to chase after this Druid, but I think he's actually going to get Scatter Trap possibly behind the pillar.
I don't think so, because they have AoE Reflect and Grounding Totem, and they're not gonna let their partner get trapped. But still, as you said, there's not much left of this game, and not too much is going on right now. I mean, my body is taking some pretty big damage. It's getting fearful here, but there's not really. I mean, who are they even hitting right now? They're charging on the Netherrex, concussion blowing him back to the Warlock, but he's just not going to take enough damage. There's a DR Hammer going out the Netherrex, but it doesn't really do anything.
Yeah, I mean, they need to get a fear or something on Netherrex, and did Netherrex just CC? Oh, never mind, he's feared, I just didn't see the animation. And the Warlock could actually go down as a result of it. He's DR feared again, and the Warlock, oh wow, just gonna catch another big heal there and gets topped completely from almost 0. Only 45 seconds remaining. The Warlock is going for another pet summon because he has no pets available right now. He is Shadow Flame, so possibly they could get something done. There's 30 seconds remaining to kill this Warlock who has no Soul Link. And there's a Conch Blow on to Netherrex. So this Warlock is in a lot of trouble here. If full dots can go up, he's at 40%, 20% HP. There's a full fear onto Netherrex. I think he will die. 10%, 5%, 3%, and he does fall with only 20 seconds remaining on the game.
Oh, that's really unfortunate for the HLD, but I think, I mean, even though, you know, Vertex or Kosticka team, they didn't really get a kill before us to the qualification.
Yeah, I agree. So we're going to have these teams charging in. We'll see what they can get done. I'm just going to be following Kosticka. It's so fun to watch him. Whatever he's saying just spikes so hard. Yeah. He's just going to be running over onto the Warlock right away.
Yeah, he's going to stick on that Warlock once again. So there's the silence coming out already. And 5 stunners is up right now. Kosticka Devastate. So Warlock's going to take a lot of damage right there. But there's actually a call coming out to Kosticka already. Intervening back to his Paladin. AoE sack going out right there. And I'm not even sure if that was necessary, but regardless, he's going to be the top Kosticka off there, I think, and he's going to go straight back onto the Warlock, which is actually spelled right now.
Yeah, and I mean, Kosticka, you know, he's getting top back up. We can see Revenge is even coming out on him. They have to be careful about that pet being on him because it does so much damage. There's a charge for the Conch Blow on the Netherrex, and this Warlock could be in some trouble. He's going to be taking a fair bit of damage here, but we need to see some more dots coming out from Vertex, and Vertex is going to be trying to cast some of those dots out. He's going for Fierce right now, not able to land it, but you know, just going to get the full dots up on Gleen and try to start rotting him.
Yeah, I agree. Vertex need to use basically stay still and cast dots a lot of the time on every target he can reach. It's gonna force so much pressure, and if they manage to land just one of those short concussion blow, while Vertex has full dots on everything, Netherrex gonna fall so far behind. He actually just popped Innovate with full mana. He's gonna waste 2 ticks of Innovate right there, maybe even 3 ticks of Innovate. So that's a quite big deal if they manage to just keep this pressure up.
And I mean, his Warlock is spread so far from him, and I don't think he's in port range or anything. He's going to have to redrop at port, but he's standing on it, and he's at 70% HP. He's taking a lot of damage. He needs to tap. He's going to go into the Shockwave, so if Vertex can get over here, they could actually just kill this guy right now. Kosticka, you know, is taking some damage as well, but this Warlock's down to 10% HP. They're just going to swap over into Netherrex, who has to trinket that, and he's going to go into the Conch Blow. It's just super DR'd, unfortunately. Feldom now is used, and we see a full fear on the Gleen. Everyone is just rotting. This Warlock's at 40% HP. Shockwave coming in onto him and his pet. They're going to possibly just try to finish off that Crab pet, which is being soul drained right now. A full fear onto Netherrex from the Warrior. They're definitely going to be able to kill off the Hunter pet. The Hunter pet does fall, and now perhaps Gleen will fall as well. Deterrence is used. But this HLD is just in such a bad spot. Yeah,
this is what we were talking about just before. Vertex managed to land dots on 3 targets, and Kosticka could do whatever he wants. They would just fall behind. Doesn't matter what they do, the HLD will fall behind. So Vertex just needs to keep doing that, keep those dots up, and actually charging back on my body's ready right on his portal once again, while Netherrex is actually being interfered. So much damage going on my body's ready. I'm having to coil Kosticka to stay alive, but it just doesn't matter. He's still taking so much damage.
Yeah, and Kosticka is just going to go right back on the pet, which is taking a ton of damage as well. The health funnel does come out, but you know, I'm not sure if that's going to be enough. He's just going to keep swapping back and forth between the pet and him. He's doing a lot of damage. He just threw the Conch Blow, Shockwave rather, onto that Warlock, and he's just doing a lot of damage to this pet right now. We can see it's at about 8k HP, so 30% HP, and if it gets bursted, it's just going to fall 800 HP. It does fall, and there's 2 minutes on his Feldom, so he is in so much trouble now. He's just going to be getting trained by this Warrior relentlessly. Full Conch Blow onto him. If they have any CC on Netherrex, they could get a kill. There's the trinket on the Conch Blow. He's going to get ported back there, but he's not going to be able to get that resummon.
Yeah, it's definitely not going to be able to resummon against this team, and as you said, there's quite a while left of that Feldom, so actually maybe he does get this. No, that was a howl coming out on him, so he's going to take so much damage. Now, if he actually managed to get a full line of dots up while Kosticka managed to get on him, he's going to take pretty much unhealable damage right now.
Yeah, and he is fully dotted up. There's the Haunt coming in as well. Now all they need is a little bit of CC onto Netherrex, and Vertex should be able to get that Fear right here. A nice meld on the Fear. He does land the Fear anyway, though, and if it doesn't get devoured, This could definitely spell the end. We'll have to see. Gleen is getting dotted up as well. Vertex just needs to spread those dots. Another fear coming in onto NetherX. Looks like my buddy is ready. He's like bugged out. Kosticka's trying to hit him, but he can't.
Yeah,
And
I got a big life spike. I was just running on the spot, so maybe it's something server related.
I'm not sure, but Gleen is getting killed here. Kosticka seems unable to attack them, and I mean, maybe they DC'd, maybe they're just giving up. They're all just standing there.